Well, hey guys, welcome back to my shop. My name is Dema. So as more and more people are starting to make videos on YouTube, I get this question asked a lot is, what camera gear do you use and what software do I use to edit my videos? So in this video, I'm going to show you what's in my camera bag and what camera I use for what application and what scenario. And I hope it'll help you decide on what camera to get so you can start making really awesome videos for your YouTube channel. So let's go ahead into my workbench and dig into my camera bag and I'll show you what I got. So now my go-to camera is my Nikon D5100. That is the camera that I record a lot of my footage on, including my intros and my outros and a lot of the around the shop footage. And that is usually the camera that's standing in front of me and I'm recording with. So my secondary camera is usually off to the side and it's recording usually where my hands are, so that way I can switch from one camera to the next. And that is my waterproof Samsung HD camera. This one doesn't have a mic output, so I'm not really a fan of it, so I usually use it for my secondary image, and it usually just faces down so that way I can switch between you looking at me and so you can see what I'm doing, kind of switching from one shot to the next, or if I have it kind of in the corner right here. So these are the two main cameras that I probably use 95% of the time. And let's go ahead and look what's inside my camera bag, which is usually what I take with me and do additional footage. Now the one camera that I do use, and it's not usually in my camera bag, it's usually in my pocket, it is my cell phone. It's the iPhone 5. Now I really like how this camera, the quality of the video that it takes. It also has a time-lapse feature that I use quite often, and the iPhone 5 is the camera that I use a time-lapse on. And if I'm kind of outside and I don't have all my camera gear, I usually record my iPhone 5. Let's see what's inside my bag. So here I have the GoPro Hero 3 Silver Edition. This is the camera that I send through my planer, or if I have to stick it up on a tree somewhere to record kind of footage what we're doing up in the area. So the GoPro Hero 3 Silver Edition is great. Now the other thing I have for my Nikon camera that I didn't mention in the beginning is the lens you're watching through right now is actually a 35mm prime lens that I did purchase separate. It cost probably just as much as the body on the camera. I do, however, use the original lens that, or they call it a kit lens that came with a camera that you can zoom in and zoom out with. And this is the camera, or this is the lens that I use if I'm doing shots where I need to zoom out, because the lens, the 35mm is a fixed, so you can't zoom in and zoom out. You have to bring the camera closer. So if I know I'm going to be recording video where I have to zoom in and zoom out without moving the camera, I switch this lens. Now this lens, the quality of the video is not as great as the prime lens that I have installed now, but it really does the job and I use it quite often. Let's see. The other thing I have in my camera bag is a shotgun mic. Now this is a mic that I use when I record with a DSLR or even my GoPro. I just stick it on there, I turn it on, and that way I don't have to carry around a mic, and the sound is a lot better than the onboard mic that comes with any of my cameras. And then I also have a whole bunch of, it's your little selfie stick, a bunch of mounting hardware for the GoPro, bunch of straps that you can strap on your stuff. So what I use for my audio is I actually never use the onboard mic unless I'm doing some kind of work where I'm not really speaking to it. So the sound you're hearing right now is actually a lapel mic that clips onto my shirt, and it is wired, so it is kind of annoying. It's a really cheap mic, but it actually works pretty great. This is an Audio-Technica Omni mic. It's an ATR 3350, and it's been working for me for about a year now, and I really like it. If I were to upgrade, I would probably upgrade to one that's wireless. So the one thing I don't like about my Nikon camera is it doesn't really have great autofocus features. So if I'm doing some kind of an action video where the camera is moving around all over the place, it really sucks. So it's really it's really great for just standing in one spot and recording me as you're watching now. Unless I adjust the focal point of the camera, which then you need more light, and I like to have as best quality image as I can possibly get, so I use that. So every time I record it, I actually have to place the camera, come sit where I am doing, and then I have to use a remote to take a picture of myself so it automatically focuses on me where I'm at. And then I have to go back onto the camera, hit the record button, walk all the way back to where I'm sitting, and I pretty much keep recording. So that's the one thing I don't like about the Nikon camera. Everything else is great, and I love every single one of these cameras. So the other thing people do is they do a lot of slow motion videos. I don't have anything here that'll do that unless I do record with a GoPro and a certain frame rate. But the GoPro I don't like because it has that fish eye look, and it gets really annoying when you're trying to get rid of it. It makes the video very blurry. Well, I appreciate you watching. I hope I gave you an idea of what it takes to actually record videos and what type of equipment you need for recording videos for a YouTube channel. If you enjoyed the video, let me know by giving me a thumbs up. Comment down below if you got any additional questions about any of my equipment or any suggestions about my equipment. Feel free in the comments area. And you'll find the links to all of this stuff down in the description area. Well, have fun on the shop, but be safe doing it. See you guys next time.